Famous EFC is proudly sponsored by Royal Flush. Do head over to their website, grab yourself an Everton merch, whether it's a cap, jumper, t-shirt. Go and treat yourself to something. Hi there, and welcome to the latest update from We Are the Famous EFC. It is the Transfer News Roundup show where we discuss the latest transfer news regarding Everton Football Club as the season is coming to an end, the 25-26 season, and this is the transfer rumour show where we discuss the latest transfer news. So without further ado, the first piece of transfer news what's come out is that John Stones is not expected to be offered a new contract at Manchester City with his current deal expiring this summer. Everton are keen on bringing John Stones back to the football club, according to Team Sport. Sam, what are your thoughts on that?
I believe it would be a nice return for Stones, personally, because of course, when he was first in our, well, as at the club and in the first place, he did well for us. And of course, we know that he has the experience of winning titles now, and of course, he's got the experience, but he is nearing of course we've got all our young players, but he'd be a good backup for if anyone got injured. And of course we know well, as we are I believe we are going to mention about it. Of course, we saw that Manier at Bramford, but well, I don't think he'll go personally.
Yeah. Again, John Stones. Yeah, he is a free agent, but also he's very injury prone. Can we afford to have someone like him in the Everton squad with the amount of injuries we go through? But again, because he's a free agent, can we afford it to risk it if he gets injured? But again, I personally would like to see him back at Everton. And I think that if we got him back at Everton, that would be massive, because the likes of Michael Keane and James Tchaikovsky, that couldn't last forever. That partnership together could not last forever.
Yeah,
they're both old now, as well, without a shadow of a doubt. But I do think that if John Stones did come back to Everton, it would be for one of them, or if Jared Branthwaite gets injured. So that's my opinions. Let us know in the comments, people, your opinions on John Stones. And also, Jared Branthwaite has been linked up with a move to yet again Manchester United. The last time he was linked with them was under Ruben Amorim last season and the season before that. But I don't see Everton letting Jared Branthwaite go unless it's for around about 80 million to around about 90. Otherwise, he stays at the football club, because Jared Branthwaite has signed a 5-year deal for Everton as well. But also, Jared Branthwaite is young, he's elite, and that's what the Friedkins want, more elite young players. But also, he's the best defender in fact, without a shadow of a doubt, the best Premier League defender that is in the Premier League, basically. And I'll be sad if we let him go, but I think David Moyes wants him. He's happy where he is, because he was asked by one of the interviews he did last week that he's happy with the manager and where we are coming as a football club, challenging for European football as well ahead of next season. So, and he said that he wants to be a part of it. So, I'm 99% he stays at Everton next season. Um, there's no way he'll be going to United. If he was going to go to United, he would have went last season when we were fighting relegation. But no, he wants to be a part of this football club. The Friedkins obviously want him, and that's why they've let him sign a 5-year deal. And David Moyes certainly wants him as well, and that's why he starts him. What are your thoughts on it, Sam?
Yeah, I agree with 100% with what you were just saying. Then it would, of course, it would be harsh on all the Everton fans if he left, because of course he'd been absolutely like incredible the past couple of seasons. Like like he's been one of our main players. It's been like a lot. Of course, it's a lot of pressure on him because of course with how young he is compared to like some of the rest of the team. But he's took that pressure and just excelled completely. And like I say, he's proud of like how he's doing, how the team's doing, and working under David Moyes is just it's just been incredible to see. And like I say, if he would have wanted to leave, then he would have left last season, and you're struggling with relegation.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, and also it's doing the rounds again today as well as yesterday and over the last coming few days is that Everton we're looking to sign Jack Grealish on another season loan as his Manchester City contract ends next season in the summer, and Everton will have to buy him on a payment deal at the end of that. Otherwise, if not, then we have to pay 50 million for him. I'm going to give my thoughts right away. I think we get him on loan again next season because he slows the play right down. And also at times he's fast, sometimes he's slow, and he slows the game down for you as well. But I just miss his energy, his goals, his commitment, and just the way he loves the fans and that. And also, they say never to fall in love with a lone player, but I already have. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, we've got to get him again on a season loan. Then at the end of that, we get him for free on a payment deal. After that, as his Man City contract is up. Um, but it's sad that he fell out with Guardiola last season. He came to Everton, loves us, fell in love with David Moyes, with the fans, and loves playing football again. And that for me is something special, what we've got with Jack Grealish. And that's why I would have him back as well. Because I tell you what, he's got a heart of gold, like Ilman and Jai, like Kieran Dewsbury, all, in fact, the same as all the players. I love them all. But Jack Grealish, he's one player, what I love. But I certainly would get him on another season like that. We get him on the free at the end of it. What are your thoughts, people in the comments, and Sam?
Yeah, I agree 100% with like what you're saying. Then it's been, I personally have, like say, I've fallen in love with him as well, just because like, you could see like how I just remember, of course, being at that game against Crystal Palace when he scored his first, got that goal right in front of the south stand. Honestly, I just thing is like I remember I was doing a match day vlog on that game for one of my friends' channel, and I just remember saying in the interview with Mr. Drone before the game, I said it'd be either I said in the game my interview, like Jack Reed is, I said I think it's got the prediction correct with a 2-1 win, and I predicted that Grealish was going to score as well. So just yeah, I've definitely fallen in love with him, and I think all the fans have fallen in love, and you could see like he's back loving football again. And of course, Moisey knows exactly like the way he wants to play as well. So it's been brilliant to see him this season. So I agree that we will definitely get him on a loan again next season. And well, I think he will permanently sign at the end of the season, which would be pretty massive for the club, I think.
Yeah, totally agree. Okay, the next and last final transfer news of this evening is that Everton have held talks with Bournemouth defender Marcus Senu. How do you pronounce it?
It's
Yeah,
Sanuda.
yeah, that's it. Who is set to be a free agent in the summer? A number of Premier League club sides have made approaches. Um, Going back to that, I don't think that we need any more defenders. We definitely need a right back, but the first of it all is that we don't need any. Yeah, in fact, yeah, we could go for him because he'll be a good backup for Tarky
Exactly.
and Michael Keane. Then we've got options there because he is good. He has scored against Everton quite a few times, but
But
also um, my opinions on that is that we really need to target a striker and a right back and a winger, right winger, if Tyler Diblin's not going to get a chance as well. What are your thoughts on Bournemouth defender Marcus Senu, whatever you pronounce him? Yeah.
I like say, I think it would, of course, it would be a good backup. But of course, if we do end up signing getting John Stones back back on, well, back with Everton, that would of course be that'd be two choices for replacements for like, if anyone gets injured. Then it's just well, if it's free agent, then that's of course a massive bonus because of course we don't want to be wasting any more money buying like players that we don't actually need. But like I say, our main focus should be a new right back, wingers, if well, right back, winger, and a new striker. I think because unless Barry and Beto start really like getting the scoring boots on, then we are going to need another new striker because well, if we do actually if we get Europe like we are pushing for, we are going to need a new striker to be able to get the goals in European football.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Sam, where do you think that we need to strengthen in the summer? Where do you think David Moyes will be looking at?
I think you'll be looking at well, personally, in my opinion, of course, Moyes. Well, I can't really speak for Moyes himself, but I think you'll probably be looking for a striker, right back, and maybe a winger.
Yeah. Okay. What we really need to strengthen up on is we need a new striker, a 70 to 80 million striker. Spend what I'd go all full out on an expensive striker because that's what gets you goals. A new left back, a new right back, some new midfielders, and some new defenders. But number one, striker. Number
Yep.
two, right back. Number three, left back. I want to see them places get done. I want striker first, then left back and right back together at the same time. That's what I want from Everton. And that is your Transfer News Roundup show. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, comment, hit the like button and the subscribe. And of course, for day-to-day daily content, then you have found the right channel and up the toffees and see. Have a good rest of the bank holiday weekend and up the toffees.
Toffees.